It is said that the closure of one school paves the way for the opening of 1,000 prisons. The closing of many rural schools in the popular school concept makes one ponder of this saying over and over again.
මේ නිසල්ටත් මේ විශාල ලෝකයේ තුල බලාපොරොත්තුවක් තියෙනවා. නිසල් ඔයා කවුරු වෙන්නද කැමති?
19,966 students study across 51 schools in the Balankoda division. Batugammana Vidyalaya is one of them. However, there are only 2 students in this school. When News First visited the school recently, one student was absent and Nisal Lakshan Iriyagolla of grade 4 class in the Batugammana Vidyalaya was the only student.
අද යාළුවා ආවේ නැද්ද? ඇයි?
එයා දානකට යනවා කියලා ආවේ.
ඔය දින විතර දින්නේ යන්නම්. කොහොමද ඉගෙන ගන්න ඒවා හිම?
හොඳයි.
The only teacher who is dedicated to providing education to both Nisal and his friend Hasita is the school's principal, WIMP Velage. This principal, who is also the school's 6th principal, sets a fine example to the entire teaching profession. Even though it is only one student, he is valuable to us. We never know their potential. I value this student more than anything in this world. This school, which has only 2 students at present, was established in 1961. According to the principal, there are plans to establish an arts center for the Ratnapura district at this school, which conducts classes up to ordinary level. When other children in the area attend other schools in the area, why is Nisal attending Batugammana Vidyalaya?
It is difficult for us to manage because we are poor. When I started, there were many students. There was only one hall. Therefore, there were many students. The school was good during our time. Students from this school received university entrance as well.
The statement made by the principal of this school about Nisal will definitely be a source of encouragement not only to Nisal but to many others like him.
In sports news this evening, Bangladesh's Mohammad Ashraful together with Mushfiqur Rahim scored centuries to ease the first innings chase against Sri Lanka on the 3rd day of the first test in Galle today. Bangladesh commenced the day on an overnight score of 135 for 2. Mohammad Ashraful scored his 5th test century against Sri Lanka today. This is incidentally his first test century since 2008. Ashraful scored an unbeaten 189 inclusive of 20 boundaries and a 6. Monimul Haq scored 55. Mahmudullah did not trouble the scorers as he was stumped by Dinesh Chandimal of the bowling of Rangana Herat. Captain Mushfiqur Rahim scored 152 not out, inclusive of 18 boundaries and a 6. And at stumps today, Bangladesh were 438 for the loss of 4 wickets.
And he's got the boundary. It is a celebration time for the captain. Magnificent knock. Captain leading from the front. He was in trip. Cut away again by Mushfiqa. That'll be 4 more. That's it. Yes, it is. Very well indeed by Mushfiqur Rahim.
Of late, we've seen lots of players benefit.
Well, up next is the bitter truth.
Although the policy in selecting cricketers is to give opportunity to young cricketers, the National Selection Committee did not take into consideration this policy when appointing Lasith Malinga as the 2020 captain. However, Lasith Malinga has indicated that he will be retiring from the shortest format of the game very soon. When journalists questioned as to why a cricketer who retired from Test cricket was appointed as captain, this is the manner in which authorities spoke highly about Lasith Malinga. He made his way up through a lot of hardships. It is hard for him to play Test cricket due to his injuries. However, on the 4th of March, the hopes and expectations placed on Lasith Malinga by cricket authorities were dashed. How ethical is it to react in such a manner in the presence of media who introduce these cricketers to local and international fans? It was the officials of Sri Lanka cricket with the knowledge of politicians who made cricketers forget their country and earned large sums of money. By this, the politicians attempted to take advantage of them. Sports does not solely depend on the quality of the sport. It depends on the quality of the sportsman. If the mind of a sportsman is not developed, we cannot expect any sportsman to be disciplined. Yesterday, a communique issued by Sri Lanka Cricket noted that its Chief Executive Officer Ajit Jayasekara had recommended that action should be taken into the manner in which Lasith Malinga acted before the media. The communique further notes that a 3-member committee was appointed to inquire into Lasith Malinga's behaviour. This is not the first time an issue regarding his behaviour has cropped up. There have been many times where the hairstyles, appearance as well as the manner of speech was pointed out as illegal. No action was taken at that time. Therefore, we do not know if any action will be taken now. Are officials suppressing the players, or are the players suppressing the officials? These topics are open for discussion.
Well, up next is a look at the newspaper cartoon of the day. Sumit R. Pereira, who is contesting for the post of chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket, says that Thilanga Sumudipala has no chance of representing Sri Lanka in the International Cricket Council. He made this comment challenging the statement made yesterday by Irvin Jayawardena, who is contesting for the post of vice treasurer from the Thilanga Sumudipala faction. Now, according to Irvin Jayawardena, the ICC has informed them that Sumudipala has no restriction in contesting for the post of chairman of SLC.
The ICC has told the Sri Lankan government, the Minister of Sports, that Thilanga can contest if he wishes to do so, but he cannot participate in any proceedings of the ICC. The letter states that if Thilanga is appointed, he won't be able to represent Sri Lanka at any ICC event. I have a copy of this letter. This was not only sent to Thilanga, but to Sri Lanka Cricket as well.
Since you have not been in the executive committee for a period of 2 years, you cannot contest too.
That was what Thilanga introduced in the letter, part of his tenure, so it will benefit his faction. However, what went wrong was they had mentioned that it is sufficient to be in the subcommittee for 2 years. I have been in the subcommittee for 6 to 7 years.
Are you representing anyone for this election?
I am not representing anyone.
Last year you contested for the post of chairman in a similar manner and withdrew at the last moment, leaving Upali Dharmadasa to win with no competition. Was that a favour you did to Upali Dharmadasa?
All who were contesting with me weren't there in the morning. There was a different set of people. What can I do? I withdrew wishing others good luck.
Who will be the next chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket? Sports First began seeking the views of the public. These are the results as of this evening.
Who will claim the top post in cricket? Type CRIC space A for Thilanga Sumudipala, CRIC space B for Upali Dharmadasa, CRIC space C for Sumit R. Pereira, CRIC space D for others, and send it to 7788.
Sri Lanka's first crowdsourcing initiative is a resounding success. Thousands of you have signed up to be News First You Reporters. If you want to sign up, here's your chance. Call our hotline 0114 896 896 or SMS to REG space UReport and send to 7788. Email ureport@newsfirst.lk or simply log on to our website www.newsfirst.lk/ureport. News First, you report. You see it, you report it.
Well, that's a wrap from the News First team for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Arundhati Mudan Naik. Good night.